Hi guys, Robert here, and I'm going to show you a ranked game I played as Jayce that actually had a phenomenal comeback, so let's do it. So I actually am laning against a Panth, so I started Longsword 2, just because I felt like hyper-harassing. That's just me, and by the way, I'm in Gold 5, in case you're wondering. So yeah, basically,
This is what the future looks like.
I'm just chilling in lane right now, whatever. And then minions spawn. They're just kind of we'll go through teams real quick. We have a Sona support, Swain mid, or no, we have Vayne ADC, me top as Jayce, Fiora jungle, TF mid, and Janna support. They have Sona support, Swain mid, Misfortune AD carry, Panth top, and Cho'Gath jungle. So, the laning phase is pretty one-sided in his favor, actually. Nothing really important if you just watch right here. It's really just him kind of bullying me around. Cho'Gath actually comes to gank. I didn't even have to pop a flash, which is fortunate. I just kind of popped an acceleration gate, no problem. So as you can see right here, he's actually out-leveling me by 1. But I don't really care, I'm just going to keep farming. My farm isn't looking great through this entire game. I'm gonna pop a shield whenever I can, really. As long as I know I'm not gonna get punished too badly for it. So, at this point, First Blood still has not been drawn. But, our bot lane is exceptionally pushed out. Mid lane is fine, and I'm just kind of passively trying not to die. But I'm at a lane disadvantage. At least last hitting is going pretty, decently. I'm losing to him in last hits, but it doesn't matter, because whatever, it just doesn't matter yet. I'm going to get a bunch of EQs off, but eventually I run because I can't switch into hammer form in fear of getting just punished for, you know, just not for being as good in the laning phase. I just tried to land an EQ, but I was and Fiora actually picks up a First Blood bot, followed closely by the MF to Janna, and it's so awesome that we got the First Blood and not them. It was really close, because that could have favored them a lot, like, looking back, so. I'm just gonna keep farming. Unfortunately, I pushed accidentally, but Panth and I are just kinda admiring each other's existences. He's actually lower, because I landed an EQ. I just blew my flash, to a Cho'Gath gank. And then, that's basically, so nothing really happens for a while, so I'm just gonna... Alright, right about now, TF actually comes in for a gank, but he did a really bad job, like, warning me. So I just kinda went in at the last second. That was my fault. We could have probably actually picked up a kill. So now, that Panth left, I'm just kinda switching to Hammer to get a bunch of mana back. Farm, try and catch him and farm. He actually pops up. Then I hide in the bush, acceleration gate, and live. Then I got a B, and my first B I picked up, I sold my longsword, I picked up Merc's Treads and Doran's Blade on the first B. And since I have a TF, that really helps with my gold income, so you should know that. That's basically a major thing. Right here, Fiora comes into gank, and it kind of goes pretty simply. So, Panth jumps, I get on the other side of him, I swing him away, Fiora hops on him, and then I just pick him up with an auto attack. So right now, my score is 1-0-0, his score is 0-1-0, and then I start to attack their tower. The Cho'Gath comes in, he doesn't really do much to me at all. I start, he feasts something, I'm just kind of poking at him, get him really low, and Panth comes in with his ultimate and I get away perfectly fine. Then I just stick around because I'm not in that much trouble. Oh, and this was a ranked game, not a normal game, in case you're wondering. Just, you know, putting it out there. So Panth keeps jumping on me, I'm taking a lot of harassment, and I just decided to be right here. Well, I walk back for a second, then TF's like, whatever, and then I pick up a Vamp Scepter and 5 pots, a ward, and a mana potion. I buy a lot of pots this game, I found them really important. Our team took the dragon, which put us at a big advantage. As you can see right here, we are actually up by a ton of gold, even though we have the same amount of kills. It's because we're generally farming better and the dragon helped. So, Well, it's not a big gold gap. It's only about 1,000, and that's with a TF, so I guess we're doing fine. But yeah, looks like we're doing pretty fine in CS and stuff. So right around here, Fiora comes in for another gank, and I did a horrible job. But Panth blew his flash, and then that was basically. So I guess that wasn't all that bad. So now I didn't see Cho'Gath lapping around, but he was. But then I just flashed and I'm perfectly fine. So that was fine. Then Fiora goes in on Cho, but then Cho runs away. So I'm like, whatever. I shoot a blast into the thing because I wasn't sure if where he went. I couldn't really see at that time. So then we just go back to passive farming, whatever, and he still has a level advantage on me. But I still have a kill advantage on him. I have a kill advantage in CS on him, but he has a level. Or no. He has CS and a level, but I have a kill, so. Then I switch into Hammer, start building up my mana again. For those of you who aren't familiar, his W's passive in Hammer form gives him like 5 mana or something every time he uses an auto attack in Hammer form. So that whenever Cho'Gath or whenever they weren't in the lane, he wasn't in the lane, I just switched into Hammer form and bashed away these minions. I just placed the ward because I was because I bought one and I'm like, whatever, may as well. Panth's plan was fine except I ran the other way and then I got away no problem. Shot a shock blast at him, no problem. This early game was pretty uneventful, really, in my lane, but that's what I'm focusing on. So I get knocked up right here, but then I narrowly live. Not narrowly, I had a good, like, let's see, what, 140 health? So, I don't know, I have spell vamp, or lifesteal, whatever, vamp scepter, so I just kind of got a couple more CS, and now I'm going B.
Shut down.
As you can see, I pick up a Phage straight up, and I buy a couple more pots. So now I'm running as fast as I can back to lane, switching over and over again, and then I just go back to farming. So right now I have almost 100 farm. He's only ahead of me by like 10 or 10? Yeah, 10. So I'm not all that worried until I see his ult come down and I'm like, oh. But then I was completely fine and I was like, whatever. Then we just kind of go back to our old, like, whatever, him harassing me trying to harass back, but doing a decent job at best. Then he got afraid of TF's ultimate even though he wasn't coming for him. Then Pan jumped on me, nothing really happened. He's taking a lot of minion aggro. I hit an EQ. I'm considering killing him here, but then I realized he's under his tower and he'd probably kill me, so I decided against it. Right here, Fiora comes into gank. Well, not even really gank, just to kind of dive him. But what ends up happening is that Cho'Gath actually comes up to help out Pantheon. Pantheon jumps. Fiora takes the tower, and I'm really low, so I just run away. And unfortunately, Fiora is going to die. After picking up Pantheon, though, so that's good. Then I go B. I pick up... Where did I pick up? I forgot. I picked up a giant spell, because I'm building a frozen mallet. Then I go, like, all in, like, pissed because I lost my tower, so I flash for Cho'Gath, jump on him, he flashes, then I nail him with one of those, and just auto-attack him to death. So I blew 2 summoner spells catching Cho, but I don't know, in my opinion it was worth it, because I needed more snowball ability, because I figured getting fed was pretty high on my priorities. Then I decided I was going to start roaming, because I figured I got a tower, and then Panth placed a ward, and if I had used Hypercharge like a smart person, I would have gotten that ward no problem, but it doesn't really matter in the long run. So we got all 5 of us pushing the mid lane, and we're just kind of poking each other back and forth. So then, I'll slow down for right here. Basically, in normal speed, you can tell that nothing's really happening. There's just kind of friendly blows going back and forth between each team. I nailed whoever's in their backlines. I think it was like, I think I hit, like, I don't, it doesn't matter. I hit someone with my EQ. Vayne's taking wraiths for some reason. This Vayne isn't doing great at this point, as you can tell. She's 1-3-2. And then, so basically nothing's happening yet. And then we kind of walk up in the tower. Swain throws down something. Nothing happens. And then our Vayne does damage because she's CS'd or farmed. but that's really all she's got to her right now. And then this kind of broke down. I actually landed an EQ on 4 of them. Then I jump into it. I nail Swain. I almost kill him, but then what's her face? Vayne did. Vayne then actually proceeds to basically line up kills. Vayne gets a triple kill, and that was that. And that was basically a 1 fight, obviously. Off this fight, we actually took 2 towers, and we're now ahead by 3 kills and 5,000 gold. I still haven't died. I narrowly escaped that time as well. And then I was kind of being a fool and just chilling, but then they chased me and they couldn't catch me, so they're like, whatever. I fired an EQ into them, but then I decided I couldn't save the tower, so I went bot and just farmed. Regen some mana. And as you can see right now, I actually have 2,000 in the bank. So I run, but I'm running towards Dragon because I see people. Fire an EQ, and then I just start kiting them. And then I got away. After taking this minion wave, I go B. And then I pick up a Brutalizer and my Frozen Mountain. So I'm playing pretty passively this game, in case you couldn't tell, but it's paid off with 2 kills, 0 deaths, and 5 assists. So as I roam around the map, I'm noticing people being every once in a while, so I just kind of tried to kill Pantheon, but he made it back before I actually got there. Because as you see, he ran away over here. Now I'm running to mid lane. Pantheon just picked up a Triforce. I shoot an EQ beautifully and nail Cho'Gath. I go in there, just kind of QE and hammer, do a ton of damage to Cho, and then I regroup with my team. Panth jumps in, I jump on top of them, I kill Swain with my Ignite, and then I fall to them. And we actually almost get aced. We lost 4 of our people. But as a result of that, I bought a Ruby Crystal, but then I ended up selling my Ruby Crystal because I decided it was a bad idea, and I bought a Bilgewater Cutlass. So then I respawned, obviously, and I headed with my team to Baron, and we proceed to kill Baron. And then Pantheon right here jumps in. He actually almost killed Janna. And then what I did was I got really deep into the mix. Like I kind of over pushed my luck. So then I started to fall back. Then here's where I overextended. I jumped into MF. I forgot she had barrier. And then if she had not used barrier, if you looked at it, she lived with like 250 health. And my E in hammer form is way more than that. So had she not ran barrier, or had I noticed she had barrier, she would have died. So I'm dead. So I lost the Baron buff. TF just died. He lost the Baron buff. But then our Vayne and Fiora pick him up, and we end up getting an ace on them. Then our team starts to push. And as you notice right now, we have a 2.5 something gold lead, only 1 tower lead, and we have the same amount of kills. So it's still really, really close. So I just go top and start to farm. Panth comes up, and Pantheon by himself is pretty afraid of me. But the entire team isn't. So basically, I just try to run away, and when I start to notice I can't escape, I just kind of jump on top of him, accept death. I bought another dagger. I sold my Doran's Blade and bought another dagger, because I want to get my Blade of the Ruin King. I finally respawned, and I run mid to join the team fight. So right here, I shoot an EQ, hit MF, but MF actually has armor, so it didn't do that much, because she's working for a GA. And right here, they're working at our inhibitor, and then I'm basically like, no. So I jumped on Cho'Gath, killed him with an E while being knocked in the air. Then our team just kind of went ham on him. Just jumped on him. TF picked up Swain with his red card. Fiora jumps on Sona. And I tried to pick up Sona up with a Shock Blast just because I figured I needed kills. It doesn't really matter in the long run again. So then basically I just took out bot tower with my team. We took out bot and Hib. We did that, and then I start to get chased off by Panth, and I just knocked him away, and I got away. Then what happened was he actually got baited into the bush by me, and then Vayne just took him out, or Vayne and I took him out. And now I'm going B with 2,000 gold again, and I pick up... What did I pick up? I picked up my Blade of the Ruined King and a BF sword. Oh, man, I wish it would stay on me. That's really annoying. There we go. So I just took wolves because... and then basically we just do a charge at their base. See if we can touch their inhibit. And then I decided that it would be smarter just to stay with my team, head top. And we did that. And we got then it kind of got mixed up. I landed an EQ, didn't do as much as I would have liked. Then I just kind of went back mid, and then I just took the inhibitor because I figured they wouldn't stop us. Right here, we had a little fight that didn't go fantastically. I don't remember actually. So I shot an EQ, hit 2 of them. I jumped on their Sona, just kind of hopping in for the kill, which was actually really uncool of me, but it doesn't matter. Then they proceed to pick us off as hard as they can. I kill Cho'Gath with some auto attacks. I attack Swain. He's Zanya's, so he lives, and that actually put me off for a couple seconds because I didn't, or like for like a second because I didn't really notice, and then Swain ends up getting a quadra kill. So we're aced, and then MF actually runs for us, but since we took an inhibitor, we have super minions, right? So MF's whacking away at the inhibitor, but then she has to fall back because the minions will kill her. Right now I have a Bloodthirster, and a Blade of the Ruined King, and a Frozen Mallet with Merc Treads is my build right now, which is not bad at all. So, because as you can see, I'm doing pretty well. I'm 7-4. Then we take Baron again, and they come in for a fight. This time they almost took it because the MF, but then luckily our Fiora is not bad at smiting. Panth then proceeds to jump on us, and then I just kind of chip away at him. But unfortunately, it didn't go well. And we got aced again. We got aced with Baron buff. So we're all thinking, darn, but then they all recalled except for these two. So like, oh, okay, we're gonna live. Panth almost dies to minions. They're defending completely, basically. And then I come back and I bought Captain Boots just because I figured it'd be more useful for my team than anything else. I took blue buff because Vayne sponsored it for me. Took Dragon. And then we're just kind of chilling over here, not doing much really. About now, we're just waiting in the bush, and then just kind of poking away at the minions, ruining that for them. And then what happens right here is Pantheon jumps, and I'm like, crap, I'm stuck because I didn't have a direction to run, and then they picked me off. So then then my team started to retreat because both of their damage dealers, or 2 of their 3 damage dealers are dead, and TF can't do enough on his own. So basically we just had to stall out, and then here's actually what I wanted to show the whole time. So here's what happened. We lose all of our towers, we lose everything, right? So they're burning away at our Nexus. As you can see, Pantheon's right there, picking away at our Nexus. I'm still not up for another 5 seconds. I bought a Giant Spell just so I have it. MF's GA goes off, and then instantly almost, they pick her off after she respawns. Then I'm back up, and with that, so they have 4 down, only 1 left. So let me just pack that back up.
Gotta hit the track.
And then TF actually picks up what's his face. Then we end up getting the ace. So what happened was we ended up coming back from. I will pause and check to see how much health our inhibitor had, or our Nexus. Our Nexus had 1,000 health left, so basically 5 auto attacks, and then some minions. And coming from an incredibly even game, they're actually up in kills, they're almost hiding gold. Incredibly close game. My team then proceeded to push the towers, and we ended up finishing up the game. So that team fight basically saved us the entire game, and I say that's one hell of a comeback. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been A Game as Jayce. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.